That's it, dog. I got a few little minutes. Not a few minutes, but yeah. You know, every now and then I like to have these little, why y'all ain't tell me getting the cartilage up here hurt? Like, when you get that, you know what I'm saying? When you get it pierced, bro, that shit. Ooh, but, man, I had a little situation, you know what I'm saying, at work or whatever. You know, I can't get into too specifics because I don't know if you got to be careful when you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful when you work a 9 to 5. You got to be careful when you say certain things, you know what I'm saying? You got to watch what you say, because speaking on certain situations and certain people, you know what I'm saying, they could, your job could find out and it could play out bad for you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to get too far into specifics, but what I will say is this, growing up from transitioning from a young man to a grown man, you feel me? My bad if I sound a little different, dog. Every time I come out here to work, my allergies get bad, son. All this dirt and all that dust flying out here, you hear me? But like I was saying, yeah, that mother hurt just now, son. Hold up. Yeah, I yanked on that mug. God, dog. But nah, man, like one thing I'm real big on this, dog. Like, is integrity. Integrity is so important. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really, really important, because it's basically what you do when the eyes and the cameras ain't on you. Ain't nobody watching. You know what I'm saying? It's what you do outside of being seen. When you by yourself, that's most of the time, you know what I'm saying, integrity. And it's like they had a little situation at work, you know what I'm saying? They had a little situation or whatever, you know. Like I said, I can't get too far into the specifics, but it's like integrity ain't convenient. And a lot of people like to base their integrity off of when it's convenient, you know what I'm saying? You know, how it looks for them, or how it looks at that time, what it makes them look like and all that, but they've forgotten what the integrity means. It's like you gotta have that integrity when ain't nobody looking. And not only that, it's the consistency. Like, I'm real big on consistency, bro. And this gonna tie into what I mean by integrity. I'm really big on consistency. And the reason I'm big on consistency is because it's something that translates to every aspect in your life. You know what I'm saying? You want to get better in the gym, stay consistent. You know, you want to get healthier. You know, you got to stay consistent with eating the proper things. You know, you want your body to not, to run properly. Like I said, you got to stay consistent with eating well, hydration, different things like that. You know, you want to get smarter. You want to become a doctor, nurse, whatever. You got to stay consistent with your studies. At work, you want people to look at you like, one thing I say is this, like at work, dog, and it took a while for me. It took a while because I used to be one of them people that, I used to pride myself on, everybody, they rocking with me. You hear me? They rocking with me. But then I realized, like, yeah, that's cool, but sometimes, bruh, you would rather the respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want that respect. You're like, I used to tell people all the time, don't make me do my job. Like, don't make me do my job of being a lead, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't make me do that, bro. Like, don't, for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came into this job where I'm at now as a safety personnel. So it's like, don't make me do my job. You know what I mean? Like, don't make me have to write you up. Don't make me have to do an audit on you. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me have to report you to your direct manager because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. But it's a lot of times, bro, like I said, it's the consistency of like staying true to who you are. You can be fair. You can be fair. Me and my partner was talking about this last night. You can be fair, but you gotta remain fair at all times. You can't pick when it's convenient for you or when it's convenient for somebody that you cool with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be consistent the same way. You gotta have an integrity. And it's like, man, like I said, I can't get too far into the specifics, dog, but like, man, if you gonna have integrity, stay consistent with it, bro. You know, don't only have that integrity when it make you look good and, you know, you want to stand firm and you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that shit, you know, my bad for cursing, but like, man, it bothered my soul to hear like that situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you gon' you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna stir the hornet's nest, but it's like, why? You know, and this is one of the things I'm trying to change in the culture of my, you know, my workplace is like, and it may not be my job, that might not be my mission. You know? I pray about it a lot, but you know, it's like, man, integrity, dog. Having that integrity and doing what's not necessarily right, because sometimes it's doing the righteous. When I say right, I mean righteous. Like, you got to do the righteous. You got to make the righteous decision no matter what. There are times where I could say, oh, well, somebody messed up on this at work. I could just overlook it because, or I could wait for day shift to do it because, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is. But it's like, my mom ain't raised me like that. You feel me? Like, my mom ain't raised me like that, bro. My mom ain't raised me to conduct myself like that, to carry myself like that. So, staying true to that, you feel me? I gotta remain, you know, integral. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, like, it's crazy, man, because you see people stand on their integrity and when it benefit them. And man, that bothered me, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really did, son. You know, and what's crazy is I was thinking about that, and I went to sleep. I went to sleep this morning when I got off, you know what I mean? And I had a bad dream about it. Like, it's crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? But I had a dream like one of my closest partners, dog. One of my closest partners. Something had happened to him, and I was with some people. I was with some people that robbed him. You feel me? And instead of me having the integrity that I know I have and speaking up and making sure that didn't happen, or making a proper decision to say, hey, bro, this ain't right, or, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I took the coward's way out, you know what I'm saying? In my dream, I took the coward's way out and hide, and, you know, the whole dream, bro, like the whole dream, I'm running away from the problem instead of just facing it on. Like, you should have did what was right the first time. And it's wild because it's like, that's how my brain, ever since I started taking Lion's Mane, bro, like, you know, like the Lion's Mane, and then I started, man, when I get back to the house, I'm gonna put y'all on game, son. It's this coffee that got like the quadriceps, and man, bro, like, bro, one thing y'all gonna learn about me, son, is I love herbalism. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love herbalism, dog. Like, holistic health and wellness and all that. Like, I'm real big on that, you feel me? But ever since I started taking it, I started like vivid dreams, you hear me? And I can remember everything, which is it's wild, son. It's wild. But, you know, that's one of the ingredients in my supplements, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, bro, man, I had that dream, and boy, I'm talking about, boy, I was ready to wake up, yeah. I was ready to wake up, son. I was really ready to wake up. I'm like, man, look, dog, I'm ready for my alarm to go off, you feel me? So I can wake up, meditate, and pray, you feel me? So But yeah, man, look, bro, I'm finna go and get on the road, you know what I'm saying, so we can shoot to the jump. You know, today is a pull day, but integrity, stand on that for real, man. You know, because the more integrity we have is not only as men, but the more integrity we have as human beings, bro, it makes us better as a collective, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I'm real big about that. You know what I'm saying? It's like contributing to the diaspora. You hear me? Like, the better you are, the better the people is around you, because they gonna follow by example. You feel? I mean, they gonna follow by example. So you gotta set the president to move a certain way. If you want certain change, you gotta be the change that you see. The change you want to see in people, the change you want to see, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be that change, you hear me? It's almost like you gotta become that mirror, you feel me? But yeah, man, we got a good little pull day today, man. Got a good little pull day. We got volume, which is crazy, dog. Like this week is volume. I'm gonna probably do volume my next rotation, because y'all know I do 3 on, I do 3 days, push pull legs, off day, push pull legs, off day. It's kind of like an 8-day split, so I'm never hitting the same thing. I'm never hitting the same thing on the same day. And on top of that, it's like I'm hitting everything twice a week, so I can't really say this week, next week, nothing like that. It's just, you know, it's just like the rotation of how everything gonna play out. But yeah, the rotation right now, son, you know, got a good little pull day today, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's up with the phone, dog. But like I said, dog, we got a good little pull day. We got pull-ups, of course. T-ball rules. Man, y'all. Man, son. T-ball, yeah, we got the pull-ups, T-ball rules. We got no. We got the red Del joints. We got the red. I don't know if I want to do red Del rolls or red Del flies. Kai Green, I learned this from Kai Green, bro. It's a red Del roll, where it's like you grab a barbell and you hold it exaggeratedly wide, like for real, you wide, son. And you roll it, and it's like, bro, I've never felt activation in my red delts like that. You feel me? But we got, I'ma see. Red delt rolls or flies, and then we got Lou raises, which is another one of my favorites, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna touch bases on that today too, like why I do Lou raises and why I started incorporating them, and I don't just use them as like a warm up of like everybody else. Lou raises is part of my workout. The older I get, I'm starting to add certain things into my workout and my regimen that some of y'all may use like, oh, this is just a warm up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. Lou raises have made my shoulder strong in every position. Cause Lou raises, you going from all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top with a raise. And one thing that prohibits me is, the stronger you get, sometimes you have to like do some unconventional way of lifting that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me to do a Lou raise with the proper, like the weight that I can accommodate my strength with, I would have to do like I do the 2 10-pound plates. The problem is the 2 10-pound plates, how thick they are, you gripping it like this. So it's like when you going up, one is slipping. The one that's closest to the tip of your fingers, the second one, is slipping down the whole time. So you got to focus on that, so you're not able to focus on really the full movement. But I may try to do a 25-pound plate today with the Lou raises. I don't know. And for y'all that think that Lou raises is a joke and like, oh, you know, 25 pounds, try it out and see if I'm playing. Half of y'all doing 45 pound, 50 pound, you know what I'm saying, lateral raises, and you wonder why your shoulder's still small. But, you know, last time, I don't talk down on people, make myself look better, but you know, you gotta know what you're doing, especially when it comes to like lateral movements, bro, to avoid injury. You gotta be strong in all the positions. You gotta do the proper work that incorporates all the different, you know what I'm saying, all the different angles and different things like that. So we got glute raises, and then after we got glute raises, we got your conventional dumbbell curls, and then reverse. Cause I think earlier this our first pull day of the week, we did straight bar curls and hammers. This time we're gonna do dumbbell curls, and we're gonna do dumbbells in reverse. I might do the Zotman curl, but I don't know. I've been liking the reverse joints because it's like you get a lot of full arm activation. You know what I'm saying? And then I ain't gonna lie, I might hit some close grip pull-ups. But I'm gonna show y'all how to do these. I ain't gonna say show y'all, because I mean pretty much a lot of people know how to do them anyway. But like my partner can't do them up on a pull-up bar. So I just had to show him how to do them. You could set it up in the squat rack. You know what I'm saying? I know what they say, oh, you curling in the squat rack. Well, look, I gotta do what I gotta do, you hear me? And then I'm gonna teach y'all how to do what y'all gotta do. So I might throw that in there because I like incorporating calisthenics with weights. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like just picking one or the other. You hear me? Like, I love being a master of both worlds, dog. Like, that shit crazy. But like I said, man, we got a decent little workout. Of course, we got our cardio. I don't record my cardio for a reason, and that's because, for one, that's my personal time. It's my personal time. I either listen to a book, you hear me, on Audible, or, you know, I'm listening to some meditation music, and I just zone out, because, you know, I started back running on the treadmill, you hear me? So it's like all that recording and shit, like setting it up far away from the machine. And then I don't want to impede somebody else, because it's a public gym. I don't want to impede nobody else, you know what I'm saying? So cardio, that's my time. I might do some pulls in the day. I don't really, right now, I'm kind of locked in on it. You hear me? I ain't really with all the posing and all that, because I ain't standing on stage or nothing. But I love the process of what I got going on. So we're gonna see, man. But man, look, I done spent damn near 15-20 minutes, man, talking, yapping, and I ain't with all that, you hear me? But let's get to this work, man. All right. I remember 9. That was 9. Hey. Times are hard. Man, nigga, you're just a favorite nigga. Like JFK. Ooh-wee. Gotta love it, dog. Ooh. I'll go to the grave before I build. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Talk to me. What? Come on. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. Come on. There you go. That boy done did more than me. Ooh. Two. There you go. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, G's on deck. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. Successful pull day in the books, baby. Yeah. Got a successful pull day in the books. Wasn't too bad, wasn't too bad. Got something hanging under my truck. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. We got it was decent. Like I told y'all, I ain't been hitting that much volume lately. Been more focused on getting stronger. Hold up. Whew. Yes, indeed. Good old Sunday, you hear me? This God-loving Sunday, you feel me? I will say this. When I'm out here and I'm working with, hey, I had that old school shit, you hear me? I had that throwback to but nah, man, like when I'm working out with my partner, dog, like I don't really talk much, you feel me? Like I ain't really got nothing to say. Like that's one thing about me. I ain't really no fitness influencer, you know what I'm saying? I love giving knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I be having a little something to see, you feel me? But I ain't really like your normal influencer. You know, I ain't even posed like I said I was, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I came in to do work. And for me, that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying? I came here to put in work. But Saints game on. I ain't gonna even lie to you, dog. Shout out to all my people that die hard who that's. You know what I'm saying? And any team that be getting, getting their tail whipped like that, I ain't gonna stunt to you, bro. I had the Sunday ticket. I canceled that joint. Man, I'm not finna pay no $100 a month for them clowns to be getting their ass whooped like that. You hear me? Like, come on, son. Now, don't get me wrong, like, man, we wore the bag on our heads, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? When it was the ain'ts, nigga had the eyeballs cut out, you feel what I'm saying? But, nah, man, all in all, bro, I had a good day, man. My Saints winning. We playing the garbage-ass Panthers. You know, I'm finna watch that. My phone finna die. You know, I ain't got no camera or nothing like that, you feel me? But, man, look, bro, to touch on it, volume is different. Everything was 10 to 15 reps a day. And it wasn't my usual. Usually I'm only hitting 3 sets. One technically warm up, the other 2 are working sets, point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? But I've been hitting 3 sets, you hear me? But today was like 4 to 5 volume, you know what I'm saying? Probably about 70% of what my max was, or 70% of what I usually do, maybe about 75. Some movements were different, like the red delt rules. I call them the red delt rules. Like I said, shout out to Kai Green, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you, King. Like, Kai Green definitely was influenced me to do those because they activate the red delts, the whole upper back, which I could have did shrugs, because I do behind the back shrugs, which incorporates red delts, upper back, the trap, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted something that focused more today. Like I said, bro, I enjoy those volume days. I miss going heavy. Oh, snap. See, look. Like I said, I miss going heavy. You know what I'm saying? I really do, dog. I really miss going heavy sometimes. But I will say this. Everything plays a part. You need volume, but you also need to go heavy. So I think today is Sunday. I'm going to drop this tomorrow. On Monday. Next week's technical rotation will probably be another volume week. I usually do that. I incorporate 1 to 2, maybe 3 weeks sometimes. It just depends. But like 1 to 2 weeks where I just hit a lot of volume. And then I scale back, focus more on strength, power for like 5-6 weeks, get stronger, and then I incorporate the volume. Because what happens is you start hitting volume with heavier loads. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a give and a take, man. It's just, you just got to learn what your body's capable of, push them limits sometime, you know what I mean? But like I said, Brand, my phone finna die, son. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to have a blessed day. I'm going to release this tomorrow, but, speaking from today on a Sunday, bro, I want y'all to always remember God is good, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm a firm believer in that. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all before, and I'm going to tell y'all again, I don't play by God, and I don't play by my family. But stay true to who you is. Keep that integrity. Stay true to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always become better. Aim to be better every day. But remember, don't never sacrifice your integrity for nothing. Money, power, none of that. Don't let the world, don't become of the world, bro. Don't let the world lie to you and make you think that you gotta sacrifice your integrity or you gotta be selling out to get, fame and fortune or whatever it is. Like, that's why I show love to all my blue collar people out here, the hard workers, you hear me? Because y'all are the ones that keep this world going. Think about it. If ain't nobody was working on the roads, ain't no streets. If ain't nobody was building all these cars, you know what I'm saying, in the factories, we wouldn't have nothing to drive. You know what I'm saying? You got everyday people that work for the city that, shit like that, bro. Concrete workers and oil fillers, like, we the ones that really push this country to stay afloat. And I want y'all to understand that. Don't never let them tell you that hard work don't pay off. Because every time you go home and your family is smiling and they happy to see you, every time your wife don't have to sit up there and work a dead-end job because you put in that work and that pain, remember, it's the reason that we do this shit. Stay true to that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all my hard workers. Shout out to all my blue collars. Shout out to all my youngins. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all before, don't never think it's too late. And because you are young, hold your integrity now, so when you get older, you understand the value of it. You know what I mean? But let me go charge my phone and watch these. Man, I gotta be respectful and watch what I say. You hear me? But why? I'm gonna go watch my team possibly win. I don't know. You hear me? But like I said, man, I'm out. Peace, one love. You hear me?